So amazing. At the time of this recording, I had completed most of the interviews and had the last 4 of the interviews scheduled, had done most of the heavy lifting, and what that means is that it was time for me to start doing the copy. I had 3 more days to do the copy, and it pushes me to the breaking point. I want to quit the summit. I legitimately am thinking about quitting the summit and asking for a refund from my who. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. Listen, I somehow break through. And of course, register for the Tools for a Good Life Summit at toolsforagoodlifesummit.com. The link is in the show notes. You can join my 20 speakers virtually and for free. Enjoy this episode. Imagine a conscious contact with God so strong that no matter what you are doing or not doing, that no matter what your kids are up to or not up to, and that whether you've got the person of your dreams or they're just not cooperating, that you are happy, content, and at peace. A space where everyone else's thoughts, attitudes, and actions are beautiful and exactly as they are supposed to be. Well, this is the space where I like to play. My name is Misha Z, and this is today's Bitch Slap. Join me as I shed light on the thoughts, actions, and attitudes that are causing you pain, and we train our minds to go to the capital S inner self, the joy that is waiting for us, the God within. Recording on Shure MV88, mic gain 33 dB. I believe that stands for decibels. I honestly don't know, but I like it. 33 dB. I am going old school again, recording on a walk. Man. So on the last episode, I had discussed how fun it was to see my progress over the last 45 days, and that I had turned the point of most of the heavy upfront lifting being done. So I'm done inviting speakers. I'm done following up with new speakers, all these things. I've got 16 of the speakers all recorded, interviews done, and 4 more scheduled. Thank you for listening to that yet again. I believe it's important that you know. I am at copy phase now, though, which means I've got to write copy to entice people to sign up and register, and that not only to sign up and register, but to upgrade. So you can register for free, have 3 days access to all the general admission recordings, which will be dropped 7 a day or something like that. There's going to be a day of body, a day of mind, a day of spirit. That's the way it breaks out. And yeah, so lots of copy to be written. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that the initial rounds of writing copy, of me trying to find a headline for the illusory summit that was to be, just, hey, beat me down. I was just saying hi to someone as I was walking by. They were enjoying a smoke. How funny is that? People still enjoy a smoke. Anyhow, the copy. How many times did I almost quit this process? How much frustration did it cause? If you've been listening all along, you know that I went through some psychic pain along the way, and that I made calls, sent emails to leave the 2CCX, to bail, go on to other things. Man, the reason I say that is I'm trying to drive home the fact that, like, it was a lot of emotional heavy lifting, a lot of mental heavy lifting, a lot of talking to Source, talking to God. Like, if it wouldn't have been for ultimately someone telling me that I'm being selfish, I need to be of service, I've got a lot to offer with this summit, keep pressing forward. And if it wouldn't have been for the question of, is this process bringing me closer to God, then those two little things, many things, but those two specifically helped pull me through some dark times. And I almost quit a couple times even after those. I only say that to let you know that the copy, it's time for the copy. So I've been panicking for a few days. Like, oh no, like it took me 7-8 months or 6 months, whatever it was, 4 months, just to freaking get an idea together, coalesced for the Tools for a Good Life Summit. And so now I've got to have copy done. I literally have to have the copy done in 3 days. 3 days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today's Saturday. 3 or 4 days. And I started messing with the copy a day or two ago. And I already was like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do it. I had one of those moments. I've come all this way. Like, I've come a long way with this. And I literally thought last night, I'm done. I'll pull the plug. I don't need to finish this. I might even be able to get some sort of a refund from Andrea for uncompleted work. Because I was beating my head against the wall. You know what I did? Guess what I did? That's right, prayed. Wrote a little bit, tiny little bit. The other thing, I ate, I had dinner. And watched a little Loki. If any of you have seen Loki, super fun. Disney Plus. Highly recommend it. Good, mindless fodder. And then Iron Man 2. I was like, I need some mindless fodder. So I watched half of Iron Man 2. And I have done enough writing and projects and different things to know that sometimes the hardest thing to do is get the initial pen to paper. And so there's been 3 main sources of information coming at me. One from Coach Vince. Coach Vince, if you listen to this, I love you. One from Dave, Kombucha Dave, and Jim Edwards, mostly Dave though. And then one from Andrea. All 3 different styles of copy. And those thrashing through my head. And each, it's like when you talk about one style with the other, just at one point Vince said, you're just going to have to be true to yourself. Do what calls to you and stop taking input. And so that hit me square across the melon last night. And I also realized that no matter what I do, somebody is going to want to make changes or recommend changes. So pick one and go. So I picked it's the Love of Birds festival model that Andrea had suggested because it has the least amount of writing. and I just started modeling it. Somehow I was inspired after dinner, after Iron Man, after Loki. It actually went dinner, Loki, Iron Man, half Iron Man. And I have momentum. I will live to survive another day with the summit. I just wanted to tell you how awesome it is that I legitimately was thinking, like, I can't do this. I'm pulling the plug after all the work. Anyway, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm writing the copy. I'm totally like, whatever. It's the first summit. I mean, I want to do good, but don't take yourself so seriously. Have fun. Trust in God. Get something down on paper. The right people will see the message. Yes. And stay true to yourself. And also, one last key little awesome thing was I realized some of the funnels that I have fallen into myself these days and purchased things that actually helped me get in this program they're different than the Love of Birds festival funnel that I'm modeling. But I realized I'm not looking for me today. I'm looking for the me 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, right in there. And the Love of Birds festival model is perhaps perfect for the me of 5 or 6 years ago. So that little insight was cool. But I'm all in, uploading videos, furiously writing copy, next steps, having fun. Life is good today. Don't forget to pray, meditate, journal, read nourishing spiritual literature that calls to you. Trust and process. Breathe, stay in the moment. And every now and then watch some mindless fodder on the telly. I'm out. Love you. Thank you for spending time with me today. As someone who is committed to growth and service to this world, I so appreciate your willingness to come with me, go within, and serve our world through change. If you found value in this podcast and you know someone who can use this message, share this episode with them. Share it so our mission can be achieved one episode at a time. And of course, subscribe so you can hear more. And lastly, for more resources on what has helped me on my journey and can help you on yours, go to belove.media/resources. That's BELOVE.media/resources. Thank you again for listening.